Welcome, boys and girls, to the third part of nomenclature of organic compounds. In the first two parts, 1AB and 2, we have seen the IUPAC naming of acyclic and then cyclic. This part will be dedicated for the common system, the trivial system, the non-systematic and semi-systematic system. This is very important because the trivial names, the common names, the traditional names are so very popular. ये इतने ज़्यादा लोकप्रिय है तो कभी कभी we use, and in examination also you will be getting in their common names. So there are two types of common names. Let us try to know this. This is part 3, non-systematic, semi-systematic, that is trivial system, common system. Now there are two types, totally non-systematic. They are based on their sources, history, all this. Just like acetic acid, it is from vinegar. Formic acid from ants, a type of ants which produce that formic acid. So the terms formic acid is very popular, more popular than methanoic acid. So also acetic acid. So these are totally non-systematic. But there are some semi-systematic names which have some good logic. They have some good logic, but they are not accepted by IUPAC rules. But they are very popular, and believe me, some of them are so very popular, they have been rightfully adopted by IUPAC. IUPAC उनको गोद लिया है, जैसे कि टर्सरी ब्यूटाइल. IUPAC has made it PIN. What is PIN? Preferred IUPAC name for 2-methyl propan 2-il or 1,1-dimethyl ethyl. IUPAC is writing tert-butyl. Is so popular. Even ethanoic acid is not now in PIN. Acetic acid. Therefore, it is required for you. आपको ज़्यादा जानकारी चाहिए इस बारे में. किस बारे में? Regarding the semi-systematic, particularly semi-systematic, which is very important. Therefore, I made a video only to acquaint you the logic behind the semi-systematic naming belonging to the trivial system. Now, there are 4 types of carbon atoms. The entire molecules, for example, a hydrocarbon, an alkane, there are 4 types of carbon atoms. In any compound, if carbon is attached to 3 or 4 hydrogen atoms 4 means it is only methane. And in all other cases, if a carbon is attached to 3, अगर 3 हाइड्रोजन एटम्स एक कार्बन के साथ जुड़ा है तो इसको बोलते हैं 1 डिग्री और प्राइमरी कार्बन एटम, 4 या 3. Secondary, if it is bonded with 2 hydrogen atoms. Tertiary or 3 degree, this is 2 degree, this is 3 degree, bonded to 1 hydrogen atom. Quaternary, 4 degree, bonded to no hydrogen atom. Now I have given you an example. Tell me, write the type of carbon atom over each carbon. So this is 1 degree, 3 hydrogen atoms are attached, 1 degree. This is 3 degree because 1 hydrogen atom is attached, means 3 degree. Then it is 2 degree, 2 hydrogen atoms. This is 1 degree, 1 degree, 1 degree, and this is 4 degree bonded to no hydrogen atom, right? Now, let's know, we have known the types of carbon atoms. 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, 4 degree. Now let's know the type of alkyl groups. These are all semi-systematic system of naming which are very popular. And a sound knowledge of this is required. आपको जरूरत है टेस्ट के लिए, एग्जाम के लिए. ठीक है. N alkyl. N is normal. Straight chain alkyl group with no branching. ब्रांच नहीं होता है स्ट्रेट चेन. जैसे कि that is derived from N-alkenes. N means normal alkenes in trivial language is a straight chain alkane, no branch. So propane gives rise to N-propyl. If one of the hydrogen atoms from a terminal carbon इस उस तरफ हो या इस तरफ हो, एक हाइड्रोजन अगर आप निकाल दोगे तो आपको मिल जाएगा N प्रोपाइल. सिमिलरली N ब्यूटेन, N ब्यूटाइल, N पेंटेन, N pentyl, and pentyl is also called amyl. This is trivial world. I mean non-systematic world or sometimes semi-systematic. We are doing semi-systematic, right? N pentyl, N amyl. So all are straight chain, just like a train compartment. One is connected to the other, and the terminal carbon bears the unsatisfied valency. ठीक है ना? So सीधा कोई ब्रांचिंग नहीं होता है N अल्काइल में. Similarly, N hexyl, N heptyl, and so on. Then second type of alkyl group, this is N alkyl, सीधा, no branching. Last को dash आएगा. And the second type is called secondary alkyl. अब गौर से सुनिए. Secondary alkyl में क्या होता है? When one hydrogen atom is removed from a secondary carbon atom, a secondary alkyl group results. For example, you have a butane. These two are secondary carbon atoms bonded to two hydrogen atoms each. These two are primary carbon atoms. And if one hydrogen atom, instead of removed from the terminal carbon atoms, is removed from the internal carbon atoms, that is a secondary carbon atom, and put a dash here, or dash here, that becomes a secondary alkyl group. Since it is butyl, 4 carbon atoms, it will be sec-butyl, right? But interestingly, these two positions are equivalent. You have a thorough knowledge of IUPAC nomenclature. Hopefully you are watching this, studying this video with me after having watched 1A, 1B and 2, right? So this is actually, we call it butan 2-yle, but in the trivial language, in non-systematic language, it is sec-butyl, secondary butyl, because a hydrogen atom has been removed from a 2 degree or a secondary carbon atom. इसको निकाल के हमने डैश लिखा है, तो ये इसका नेचर है सेकेंडरी अल्किल ग्रुप, क्योंकि ये सेकेंडरी कार्बन से इसका जन्म हुआ है. ठीक है, तो आप कैसे पहचानोगे एक सेकेंडरी अल्किल ग्रुप को? कैसे पहचानोगे? नाउ सी, आई हैव रिटन. Thus the unsatisfied valency का मतलब जो डैश है of the alkyl group is bonded to the carbon which bears only one hydrogen atom. एक हाइड्रोजन एटम लेने के बाद, हटा देने के बाद और बचता है सिर्फ एक हाइड्रोजन एटम. तो एक सेकेंडरी अल्किल ग्रुप को आप कैसे पहचानोगे? जो डैश जिस कार्बन को लगा हुआ है इसमें सिर्फ एक हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डेड है, तो दिस इज ए सेकेंडरी अल्किल, एंड दैट टू सेकेंडरी ब्यूटाइल. सिंस सेकेंडरी ब्यूटाइल इज यूनिक, अगर यहां आप डैश दो या यहां आप डैश दो, दीज टू पोजिशंस आर इक्विवेलेंट. यहां से 2, यहां से भी 2, so there is only one sec-butyl, and so it can be used in naming compounds. In non-systematic trivial system, you can confidently use sec-butyl chloride, sec-butyl alcohol. That is not IUPAC but non-systematic trivial, but have a logic. It will be a unique structure. There is no confusion at all. There is only one sec-butyl, but sec-pentyl, there will be 2 sec-pentyls, because now these two terminals are equivalent. That will give you N-pentyl. These two 2 degree carbon atoms are equivalent. 2 from this side, 2 from this side. But the third one is another non-equivalent position. So if you remove a hydrogen from here, आपको एक secondary alkyl group मिलेगा. अगर आप कार्बन नंबर 2 से इस तरफ 2 या इस तरफ 2, एक ही बात है। अगर निकालोगे, डैश लगाओगे, तो ये भी एक सेगमेंटाइल ग्रुप। लेकिन कौन सा सेगमेंटाइल ग्रुप के बारे में आप जिक्र कर रहे हो, इसका पता नहीं चलेगा आपको। Therefore, segmentile is not used in naming compounds. But in olden times, this pentan 2-yle was called segmentile, and the pentan 3-yle, which is also a secondary alkyl group, was called 3-pentyl. 3-pentyl, and this is simply segmentyl, but both are secondary pentyl. So they were distinguishing in the earlier time by giving 3-pentyl for this and seg-pentyl for this. So nowadays these are absolutely not used. So let me tell you, secondary pentyl जो है नाम यूज कभी नहीं होता है, लेकिन आप जान लीजिए ये दोनों seg-pentyl ग्रुप्स हैं, लेकिन दोनों डिफरेंट हैं। ठीक है। नाउ लेट अस गो टू द थर्ड वन, दैट इज टर्शियरी अल्काइल, टर्ट अल्काइल। शॉर्ट फॉर्म इज TERT हाइफन, टर्ट अल्काइल। नाउ टर्शियरी अल्काइल क्या होता है? जैसे कि सेकेंडरी अल्काइल जैसे डेफिनेशन हम किए थे, एक 3 डिग्री या टर्शियरी कार्बन से अगर आप एक हाइड्रोजन निकाल दोगे एंड डैश लगा दोगे तो वो बन जाएगा टर्शियरी अल्किल ग्रुप, राइट। तो कैसे पहचानोगे आप? सपोजिंग इसमें ये स्ट्रक्चर में देखिए, मैं आपको एक दिखाता हूं, यहां आप देख लीजिए, आप देख लीजिए, यहां से ये एक अल्केन है, ठीक है, ये है एक 3 डिग्री कार्बन है, टर्शियरी कार्बन। व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ टर्शियरी कार्बन? जिस कार्बन में एक ही हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डेड डायरेक्टली होता है। तो ये टर्शियरी कार्बन एटम से अगर you remove one hydrogen and put a dash, then that group becomes tertiary alkyl group. Since there are 4 carbon atoms here, it will be called tert butyl, right? तो tert butyl को कैसे आप पहचानोगे? जो डैश जिस कार्बन के साथ अटैच्ड है उसी कार्बन में और कोई हाइड्रोजन नहीं है। तो thus the unsatisfied valency of the alkyl group is bonded to carbon bearing no hydrogen atom. इससे आपको पता चल जाएगा ये tertiary alkyl group. This is tertiary butyl, this is tertiary pentyl. So this is also has been obtained from the removal of a 3 degree hydrogen from a 3 degree carbon. So in this compound, this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2-methyl butane, that is a tertiary carbon. And if you remove this, you get tert pentyl, right? So these two structures are unique. There cannot be a second tert butyl like 2 seg-pentyls. Also, there cannot be a second tert pentyl. Therefore, these can be used in naming tert butyl chloride, tert pentyl alcohol. But IUPAC has not recommended the use of tert pentyl. Tert butyl it has accepted. ये ऑफिशियली गोद लिया है, tert butyl को IUPAC ने गोद लिया है ऑफिशियली, you can use it, right? And tert pentyl के बदले में आप लिख सकते हो, this is totally non-systematic, tert amyl, because pentyl का other name है amyl. Now there is another very interesting type of group, alkyl group, is called isoalkyl. Iso is punched with alkyl. There is no hyphen like tert and sec. We have a hyphen. Iso, there is no hyphen. It is integrated with alkyl, isoalkyl, isopropyl, isobutyl, isopentyl, isohexyl, and so on. Now, how to understand what is an isoalkyl group? They are derived from isoalkanes. Let me read out for you. A monovalent group resulting from the removal of a hydrogen atom from a methyl group situated at the end of a straight chain segment of an isoalkane. आइसोअल्केन क्या है हम जानते नहीं. आइसोअल्केन से जो स्ट्रेट चेन, इसमें जो टर्मिनल एक मिथाइल ग्रुप से अगर एक हाइड्रोजन निकाल दोगे, डैश अटैच कर दोगे, वो बन जाएगा आइसोअल्काइल. एंड दैट टर्मिनल मिथाइल शुड बी फारदेस्ट फ्रॉम द ब्रांच. राइट? There must be a branch. I'll tell you what is an isoalkane just after a bit. थोड़ा सा आप धैर्य रखिए. I will tell you what is an isoalkane and isoalkane से कैसे हम isoalkyl group निकालते हैं. ठीक है? Any branch I'm defining. आपको एक definition बहुत कम मिलेगा आपको. गौर से सुनिए. Any branched chain alkane, but especially one having a methyl branch attached to the penultimate. Penultimate का मतलब क्या है? Last but one. Last but one carbon में attached हुआ है. Carbon atom of the main chain is called isoalkane. So supposing this is the last carbon and this is called the last but one or penultimate carbon. इसमें जरूर एक ब्रांच होना चाहिए. किस ब्रांच? मिथाइल ब्रांच. एंड ये ग्रो करेगा. दिस इज आइसोब्यूटेन. 4 कार्बन है जिसको हम IUPAC में बोलते हैं 2 मिथाइल प्रोपेन. ठीक है? इसको बोलते हैं इन ट्रिवियल वर्ड, ट्रिवियल नेमिंग सिस्टम, इट इज आइसोब्यूटेन बिकॉज दिस पार्ट इज आइसो. दिस पार्ट इज आइसो. फ्रॉम वन टर्मिनल द सेकेंड कार्बन विल बेयर a methyl branch. Similarly, this is fixed for any isoalkane. This part, this is called the isopropyl part. 3 carbon atoms. This isopropyl part is fixed, and then it will grow in a linear straight chain manner. So this is called isopentane. This is called isohexane. But this part is a must. This part is called the isopropyl part. Any branched chain alkane, there might be multiple other branches which I won't tell you now. For simplicity, I will keep only one branch that is a must for isoalkane, that is next to the terminal, one terminal, right? And when you remove one hydrogen atom from the other terminal, not this terminal but this terminal, in this case these two are equivalent. All these 3 methyl groups are equivalent, so you can remove one hydrogen from any one. But here, you cannot remove hydrogen from this position or this position. You have to remove hydrogen from the far away methyl, from this isopropyl unit. And if you put a dash, that becomes isopentyl. This is isopentane, this will be isopentyl, this is isohexane. And if you put a dash here, by removing one hydrogen, that will be isohexyl, and this is isobutyl. I have done that here. Now the interesting part is this isopropyl part. The terminal isopropyl group will be intact. The prefix iso is used when all carbons except one form continuous chain. All carbons except one, which is at the second position, makes a continuous chain. This one carbon is a part of an isopropyl group. This one carbon is a part of the isopropyl group at the end of the chain. So you understood, to know the logic, how we call isoalkyl group. It is obtained from isoalkane. What is isoalkane? You know, the terminal position is a isopropyl group, a methyl branch at the second position, and the remaining carbon atoms are grown in a straight chain manner. Right? Now similarly, isobutane, isobutyl. We call it in the IUPAC PIN. It is 2 methyl propyl. इल का लोकेंट अगर 1 होता है तो 1 लिखा नहीं जाता है, तो 1 methyl propyl. Now this is isopentane, this is isopentyl. This is 1, 2, 3 methyl butyl is the IUPAC name of this alkyl group. but very commonly called isopentyl or isoamyl. This is isohexyl, 4-methyl-pentyl. This is the requirement. Isopropyl is the requirement that is absolutely needed for an isoalkyl group, whether it is isobutyl, hexyl, heptyl, nonyl, decyl and all that. But this is called propan 2-yle. You know, the yle locand according to new rule, start from a terminal to terminal. So the yle comes at position 2. So propan 2-yle, you know. There is no need to repeat this. And the olden rule was 1-methyl-ethyl. You know all this logic, right? Now, the question, there is a confusion everywhere. Let me try to clear the confusion. Confusion is isopropyl is a secondary alkyl group or not? Word iso is given, but can it be secondary? The answer is yes. It is a secondary alkyl group because it is produced by the removal of a hydrogen atom from a secondary carbon atom. So if you remove one hydrogen, you get this isopropyl group. I don't have space here, right? So we call it isopropyl because of convention, because of naming isoalkanes. That moiety, that part has been termed as isopropyl part. So that name continues. So isopropyl is the traditional name given to this part, but simply isopropyl group is also a sec alkyl group. But out of its historical convention, it's not called sec propyl. Yes, isopropyl is a secondary alkyl group, but sec propyl is not recommended for use by IUPAC. IUPAC says you write isopropyl. For only isopropyl, write isopropyl. Don't write sec propyl because isopropyl का अहमियत होता है. Isopropyl word is very important because that is a part in all other isoalkyl groups. Now another one is neoalkyl. These are all non-systematic naming procedure. Neo, that also is a punched, prefix. It's not having any hyphen like iso, neoalkyl. So they are derived from neoalkanes. The prefix neo is used when all but 2 carbon atoms form a continuous chain, and these 2 carbon atoms are a part of terminal tert-butyl group. Now this tert-butyl group is a must. Then other carbon atoms, if any, they will continue in a linear straight chain manner. So these 2 carbon atoms, 2 branches are there at the penultimate carbon or the last but 1 carbon. So this ultimately became a tert-butyl unit. Just like in isoalkyl, the minimum requirement is the isopropyl unit in the beginning. Similarly, in neoalkane, the minimum requirement is this tert-butyl group in the beginning, and others can go in straight chain. So if you remove not from any of these, tert-butyl group will remain intact, but other one, here all these methyl groups are equivalent. You can remove hydrogen from anyone. But if it is a neohexane, then you have to remove a hydrogen from the other terminal methyl and it becomes neohexyl. This is neopentyl. And we call it in IUPAC language, we call it 2,2-dimethyl propyl, right? This is neopentane, and from this you derive a group neopentyl by removing a hydrogen from the terminal methyl. This IUPAC name is 2,2-dimethyl propane. This is 2,2-dimethyl propyl. Similarly, neohexyl is 2,2-dimethyl butane, but when it becomes an alkyl group, you start from the yle carbon. 1, 2, 3, 3,3-dimethyl butyl, right? So I have already told you iso and neo, they are punched with the remaining letters integrated. So they are, in trivial naming, isoalkyl and neoalkyl are considered for alphabetical ordering, I and N. in semi-systematic naming. However, sec and tert, they are not considered for systematic naming. Butyl or sec-butyl, sec-pentyl is not used. Tert-butyl, tert-sec are not considered. Butyl-B is considered, right? Because they are separated by a hyphen sign. Now, there are some common alkanes and alkyl groups in the trivial system. It's very interesting. You will encounter this later in class 12. This is, you have a secondary alkyl because there is one hydrogen derived by removing one hydrogen from a 2-degree carbon. Sec, the sec part is there and iso part is also there. This part is the iso part and this part is sec part. So you punch sec and iso together. Sec isoamyl. Amyl means pentyl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So sec isoamyl, or simply called siamyl. This is a short notation, siamyl. Sec isoamyl, or in short notation SIA, siamyl. It is sec isopentyl भी कहा जा सकता है. And its IUPAC name will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 3-methyl butan 2-il because the il locant is 2. But in old system, if this is given 1, then 1,2-dimethyl propyl. All these things you know. If you are finding little difficult to understand, please go through the first 1A, 1B, then cyclic, then come to this chapter. This is trivial. I don't think you will find so many information, and in the description box below you will find many more examples belonging to the non-systematic, which are very famous, and systematic. I have edited a lot of things to make the video in 1 hour. I always say 1 hour, but it doesn't happen. Let's see. Now this is a very interesting compound. I told you that in isoalkane, the isopropyl part is must, CH3, this one. But the other part might contain other branches. So here in the olden literature, this was called isooctane. But unfortunately, there is no isooctyl group. This simply is isooctane. But if you want isooctyl group, you can put a CH2 dash because these three are equivalent. You can call it isooctyl, but this part will remain intact. The actual IUPAC name is 2,2,4-trimethyl pentane was called isooctane. Why? Because the isopropyl part is there and other part carries branches. Earlier times I didn't tell you that the other part carries branches that carry no branch, but here there is an exceptional case where, because the definition says the isopropyl part is must, there can be other branches also. You know, these are all trivial systems, right? Similarly, alkenes, alkynes. Alkenes were called olefins, alkynes, alkyl acetylenes. Acetylene was the first one. So ethylene. Ethene was called ethylene. Propylene, and this is but-1-ene was called alpha-butylene. And beta-butylene is but-2-ene, as you will know, later know in isomerism chapter. Hold on, we'll be doing isomerism both position and stereo. So you will find cis is beta-butylene cis or cis-beta-butylene, and this is trans-beta-butylene. So but-2-ene was called beta-butylene. Alpha-butylene is but-1-ene. So there are two geometrical isomers, cis and trans. You have to mention that. And this is iso because the isopropyl moiety means part. The isopropyl part is there. So isobutylene or simply isobutene, what we call now 2-methylpropene, 1,2, 2-methylprop-1-ene, right? Similarly, pent-1-ene was called alpha-pentylene or alpha-amylene. Pent-2-ene is beta-pentylene, but it will show geometrical isomerism cis and trans. You'll know about that, all details about isomerism later. Don't make any haste. Now, similarly, acetylene. Ethine was called acetylene, is a very popular term. Everybody calls it as acetylene, not ethine. This is methyl acetylene as a derivative of acetylene. Methyl acetylene. This is dimethyl acetylene. It's but 2-wine. Right? So this is phenylethylene. We can call it styrene. But the actual name, since this is a hydrocarbon part, this will be really called ethynyl benzene. Ethynyl benzene. You remember the rules for cyclic compounds. This is ethynyl benzene or vinyl benzene, but very popularly called styrene. You can also call phenylethylene. There can be many names. Phenylethylene, phenylethene. As per aliphatic compound, phenyl is the branch, but as per benzenoid compound, it is ethynyl benzene. This is PIN, preferred IUPAC name. But all these being superseded, completely overpowered by the popular name styrene used by manufacturers. Industrialists, they know by the name styrene. So you must know their popular names. Halogenated hydrocarbons is alkyl halide. Alkyl halide, right? For example, I say sec-butyl chloride. You write sec-butyl. You have to practice. You can stop, pause the video and write sec-butyl. You know sec-butyl what? Sec-butyl is CH3CH2CH dash then CH3. This must contain one hydrogen atom, right? So you must practice sec-butyl, tert-butyl, isopropyl and isobutyl. All these four are very essential. Isopropyl, isobutyl and tert-butyl, sec-butyl. These four are absolutely required. You must practice with logic. This is sec because one hydrogen atom is attached to the carbon bearing the unsatisfied valency. Now chlorine has been attached. So this is sec-butyl chloride and the IUPAC name will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 2-chlorobutane. Similarly, this will be this will be called ethynyl chloride or vinyl. The popular name is vinyl group, vinyl chloride, and the IUPAC name will be chloroethene. Chloroethene. You can call it also ethynyl chloride. That is non-systematic. But chloroethene is the systematic. PIN. Similarly, this group, this is called allyl. CS2 double bond CS, then CS2. This group is called allyl, and this is allyl bromide. This is all non-systematic but very popular, allyl bromide. But in IUPAC, since alkene is a functional group, will get the preference 1, 2, 3. 3-bromopropanene. That is less popular than allyl bromide. Similarly, this is benzyl chloride. This group is very popularly called benzyl chloride. We call actually IUPAC PIN is what? It is chloromethyl benzene. Since this is not a type C group, this group is called chloromethyl benzene. Or you can call it chlorophenylmethane. If you name it as an aliphatic compound as methane derivative, then chlorophenylmethane. So many names. Alcohols, they are called alkyl alcohols. And in IUPAC we call it alkan, Xol, 2-ol, 1-ol, 3-ol. The locant should be lower. Here there is no such numbering. Alkyl alcohol, say isopropyl alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol. Or it is also called isopropanol. These are all, both are non-systematic. Isopropanol. Similarly, this is sec-butyl. I am repeatedly telling you, बार मैं कह रहा हूँ, आप पॉज करके चारों जो अल्किल ग्रुप आपको हमेशा जरूरी होगा. That is isopropyl, ये वाला isopropyl, sec-butyl, I'm sorry, but both are sec-alkyl group. One hydrogen, but this is popularly called isopropyl. Isopropyl, this is sec-butyl, and this is tert-butyl. and the other one is isobutyl. I will remind you, we have done it. So this is sec-butyl alcohol or sec-butanol or S-butanol. This is isopropanol. This is tert-butyl alcohol. You draw tert-butyl, and put OH. That's it. Tert-butanol or T-butanol. This is benzyl alcohol. Benzyl alcohol, or actually it should be called phenyl methanol, because the OH is not directly bonded to the benzene ring, so it will be named as an aliphatic compound. So this is what? This is phenyl methanol, but most popularly called benzyl alcohol. देखिए किसको आप लें? Can you ignore anyone? बेंजाइल अल्कोहल अगर आपको नहीं पता होगा तो टेस्ट में आपको बेंजाइल अल्कोहल मिलेगा सवाल में, तो आप पहचान नहीं पाओगे बेंजाइल अल्कोहल क्या होता है. तो इसीलिए ये सबका जानकारी आपको चाहिए. सिस्टमैटिक, नॉन सिस्टमैटिक, सेमी सिस्टमैटिक, राइट. This is propargyl. This group, like allyl, there is a double bond. This is allyl. If it is a triple bond, this entire group is called propargyl. Propargyl alcohol. This is, since alcohol has a higher priority, 1, 2, 3. Prop, 1, 2. True wine, 1 all. E कटेगा, as you know. Now see, this is neopentyl. This is neopentyl alcohol. This group you already know, neopentyl is obtained from neopentane, neopentyl alcohol. Now the way I presented this topic, and I will be closing after a few minutes, you don't feel it's that easy to master over this. You have to take a pause and write everything in your copy. Practice it. Then only you will be expert. ठीक है. तो देखो ये नियोपेंटाइल अल्कोहल, इसको बोलते हैं नियोपेंटेनॉल ऑल्सो. इट कैन बी कॉल्ड टर्ट ब्यूटाइल कार्बिनॉल. कार्बन एंड ऑल इज कार्बिनॉल. देयर आर सो मेनी नेम्स, you know, but the pin will be here. Pin will be here. I tell you, tert butyl carbinol, 2,2-dimethyl propanol, no locant. 2,2-dimethyl 1-propanol, because 1 is the locant of all. This was previously given. The locant of all was given before the word root, and the pin is here, 2,2-dimethyl propan 1-all, or you can call it neoamyl alcohol. पेंटाइल के बदले में आप अमाइल लिख सकते हो. ठीक है. These two are non-systematic. These two are non-systematic, completely non-systematic, but very popular. This is also non-systematic, carbinol, but these are IUPAC names. But the pin is this one, latest IUPAC rules. ठीक है. Now similarly, you have alkoxide salts. When a salt of alcohol, sodium alkoxide. This is aluminium tert butoxide. You know, tertiary butyl alcohol and its corresponding ion is tert butoxide. Ion is monovalent, but aluminium is trivalent, so it holds 3. So shortly we write TBuO whole 3 Al, aluminium tert butoxide. That means aluminium 2-methyl propan 2-eloxide. Nobody addresses in such a big name. Aluminium tert butoxide is very popular. Similarly, there is a very interesting organometallic compound using isobutyl. CH3C, you know, this is iso and there is one more carbon. Iso part will be there, isopropyl part will be there, and there will be one more carbon to make it butyl. Isobutyl, diisobutyl aluminium hydride, shortly called dibal, or dibal H. Hydride is there, dibal H also you can call it. This is very, very important in organic chemistry. In your class 12 program, you will be using dibal very often. You will be using. ठीक है. Similarly, aluminium isopropoxide. This is isopropyl alcohol and this is isopropoxide ion, and aluminium is trivalent, so aluminium isopropoxide. You can call it aluminium propan 2-eloxide. Is it sounding good? Propan 2-eloxide? No. Or you can enolate. You can call it enolate. Now, polyols like ethylene glycol, this ethane 1,2-diol, it is popularly called ethylene glycol. There is no double bond, but its origin is from ethylene. That's why the mother's name is still there, ethylene glycol or simply glycol. This is glycerol or glycerin. You have seen in your botany class a very viscous liquid having a little sweet smell. This is glycerol. This is 1,2,3 triol. Propane E रहेगा क्योंकि T है. 1,2,3 triol is very popularly called glycerol. Then coming about ether, alkyl ether, alkyl ether or dialkyl ether, ROR dash. Very simple. Supposing I'll say tertiary butyl ethyl ether. So draw one O on one side ethyl, any side, left or right doesn't matter, and the other side tert butyl. You join them. That becomes ethyl tert butyl ether or tert butyl ethyl ether. And you can name it according to IUPAC. So you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 ethoxy, 2 methyl propane, right? But it is very popularly called tert butyl ethyl ether. This is dimethyl ether. We call it methoxymethane. This is called, diethyl ether. Diethyl and O के लिए ether. But in IUPAC we call it ethoxy ethane. Because दोनों का लेंथ समान है, तो जिसको भी आप O के साथ मिला के एल्कोक्सी कर सकते हो, तो ethoxy ethane. So which is more, popular? Tell me whether it is diethyl ether is more popular. This is also called simply ether. Simply ether means diethyl ether. Similarly here, methyl, this is N-propyl. अगर सीधा है, straight chain, no branching, this is N-propyl ether. Or you can call it 1, 2, 3, 1-methoxypropane, which is better. Now let me tell you one thing, that only small compounds, simple compounds, less branched compounds, they have their common names, trivial names, non-systematic name, sometimes semi-systematic names. But very complicated compound with multiple branches, they cannot be named according to the non-systematic procedure or semi-systematic procedure. You have to resort to IUPAC rules. IUPAC rules actually became popular. ये माहिर हो गया है सिर्फ बड़े कंपाउंड जो होते हैं, मल्टीपल ब्रांचेस होते हैं, इसका कोई ट्रिवियल नेम नहीं होता है. ठीक है, ये चला गया ईथर. नाउ लेट्स टेक अप, दिस इज अगेन मिथॉक्सी. We call it methoxybenzene or anisole was the aromatic name, but according to trivial name this is phenyl methyl ether. So alphabetically methyl phenyl ether, right, which is better to hear, phenyl methyl ether. Now ketone is called alkyl ketone or dialkyl ketone. Now ketone के लिए आपको छोड़ना पड़ेगा एक कार्बन. Then you draw C double bond O, which is a bivalent group, and on one side add isopropyl. Supposing you are asked to draw tert butyl isopropyl ketone. कीटोन के लिए एक C डबल बॉन्ड O आप पहले ड्रॉ कर दीजिए. सो दोनों तरफ दो बॉन्ड्स दिखा दीजिए. एक तरफ जिस तरफ भी हो tert butyl एंड दूसरी तरफ आइसोप्रोपाइल. देन बन गया आइसोप्रोपाइल tert butyl कीटोन एंड इसका IUPAC पिन होगा 1, 2, 2 to 4 trimethyl pentan 3-on, right? Similarly, your acetone, which is the first member of the ketone family, acetone, will be called dimethyl ketone, or in IUPAC propan 2-on, or simply propanone. And the most popular name is acetone. You must know the most popular name, right? Similarly, this is diphenyl ketone. This is phenyl, and there is C double bond O. Diphenyl ketone can be called diphenyl methanone. It's very funny. Diphenyl methanone. According to rule, but rule के हिसाब से जो नेम आता है अक्सर ये कभी कभी बहुत बहुत लंबा हो जाता है, कभी कभी कंफ्यूजिंग भी होता है, समझने में दिक्कत आता है, इसीलिए ट्रिवियल सिस्टम समटाइम्स इज वेरी हैंडी. You cannot say I will manage with IUPAC, I won't at all look at trivial. No, ऐसा नहीं चलेगा आपको, क्योंकि मेरा जो तजुर्बे के साथ मैं कह रहा हूँ, आप IIT या नीट या जो भी नेशनल लेवल टेस्ट के लिए आप एस्पेरेंट हो, इसके लिए आपको ट्रिवियल सिस्टम का जानकारी बहुत जरूरी है. ठीक है. सो नाउ दिस ग्रुप आई जस्ट टेल यू. नाउ दिस इज इथाइल, this is phenyl, this is ketone. No, I'm sorry, this is simple one. This is ethyl phenyl ketone, and this we call 1-phenyl propan 1-one. You know how to name a ketone, right? And this is also called propiophenone according to aromatic. This is CH3 acetophenone, this is propiophenone. There are so many multiple names. Don't worry at all. इफ आपको लगता है इतने सारे नाम आपको कैसे याद आएगा, ये बेझिझक आप बैठ जाइए, सिर्फ लॉजिक आप समझिए. आपको धीरे धीरे आपका जहन में, आपका जो मेमोरी सेल्स होता है ना, चिप्स, कंप्यूटर चिप्स के जैसा जो ब्रेन में जो हार्ड ड्राइव होता है, इसमें कब मेमोरी परमानेंटली वो रह जाएगा आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा. ठीक है. Now simply this is methyl isopropyl ketone. This is isopropyl. Put first draw C double bond O, then on one side isopropyl, attach isopropyl, other side methyl. Then you can practice to give always its IUPAC. This is for practice. 1 2 3 1 2 3. So 2 पहले आएगा. This is the type C group. So this will be 3-methyl butane 2-one. Not the other way. Not 2-methyl butane 3-one. No, it's wrong. Now this group has a very interesting trivial non-systematic name. CH3 C double bond O, CH3 is called acetone, and if you remove a hydrogen from acetone, it will be acetonyl. So this will be called acetonyl bromide, or in IUPAC 1-bromo propan 2-one. This is an alpha diketone. अल्फा का मतलब इसका अल्फा, ये एडजेसेंट वाला कार्बन को बोलते हैं अल्फा कार्बन. आई विल टेल यू आफ्टर सम टाइम. सो इसका अल्फा ये, इसका अल्फा ये. सो अल्फा डाइकीटोन, दिस इज कॉल्ड बाइएसिटिल बिकॉज दिस इज एसिटिल ग्रुप. दिस इज अनदर एसिटिल ग्रुप. दिस इज कॉमन नेम इज बाइएसिटिल, बट द आईयूपीएसी नेम इज ब्यूटेन 2,3-dione E रहेगा. दिस इज बेंजील. This is also a alpha diketone, benzyl. This is diphenyl ethane 1,2-dione. Diphenyl ethane 1,2-dione. Similarly, this group is called, this benzene ring, C double bond O, CH3. This is called, acetophenone. But the group obtained from acetophenone is called phenacyl. Phenacyl bromide. 1-bromo, 2-bromo, 1-phenyl, ethane 1-one. There are 2 carbon atoms, so ethane 1-one, right? Now we shall take up aldehydes, the common names. You know all this: formaldehyde, methanol, acetaldehyde, propionaldehyde, propanol, butyraldehyde, butanol, valeraldehyde, pentanol, and then caproaldehyde. Not capraldehyde, caproaldehyde, that is called hexanaldehyde also. Trivial, but hexanol is the IUPAC. Capraldehyde, there is a lot of difference. Caproaldehyde is 6 carbon atoms. Capraldehyde is 10 carbon atoms, decanol. And this is acraldehyde, there is a double bond here. This prop-2-enol or acrolein is its another common name, acraldehyde. This is crotonaldehyde, this is but-2-enol. So these are sometimes very much required. You must know all this. And believe me, in the description box, I've given so many other important names, common names, that you must keep it as a treasure. I will give you this handout, the PDF file, as well as the main PDF file from which I have edited this one for a 1 hour program. I don't know. I have not seen my watch. I think we have exceeded 1 hour. I think another 15 minutes. Now this is called salicylaldehyde. Let us take some of the aromatics. Salicylaldehyde. We can call it 2-hydroxybenzaldehyde. It is formal name, but its popular name is salicylaldehyde. This is called cinnamaldehyde. Cinnamaldehyde. And its IUPAC name will be, since the type C group is in an aliphatic chain, it will be 1, 2, 3. 3-phenyl prop 2-in-1-ol or 2-propanol. Prop 2-enol. 1 is not written. 2E, why I have written E? You will later know that a double bond can show geometrical isomerism, cis and trans. Trans is analogous to E, cis is analogous to Z. So since it is in the opposite side, so this is trans or E. So this thing you need not bother now. Forget about it. Same thing I have written with proper stereochemical notation, which you should not bother now. Okay? Then let's take dialdehyde. This is ethane diol. It's called oxalaldehyde or glyoxal. This is propane diol. It's called malonaldehyde or malone dialdehyde or manonaldehyde, because the acid is malonic acid. Therefore, the aldehyde is malonaldehyde. Difficulty in pronunciation. Malonaldehyde. Yes. This is succinic acid, succinaldehyde, butane diol. This is glutaraldehyde, glutaric acid, say, pentane diol. This is adipaldehyde from adipic acid. It is also called adipic dialdehyde or hexane diol. Similarly, carboxylic acids I have given, in my other file which you study, I have given a large number of carboxylic acids. Like ascorbic acid, starting from, simple tartaric acid, lactic acid to ascorbic acid and so many other acids. Its structure also I have given, not kept in this file. Formic acid, methanoic, acetic acid, ethanoic, propionic, propanoic, butyric, butanoic, valeric, pentanoic, caproic, hexanoic, capric, I have left out 2 more in between, capric or decylic, decanoic, acrylic, acraldehyde, acrylic acid, prop 2-enoic acid, crotonaldehyde, crotonic acid, but 2-enoic acid. I am sorry. Thank you. Crotonic acid, right? Similarly, in aromatics, this is salicylic acid, 2-hydroxybenzoic acid or orthohydroxybenzoic acid. This is called cinnamic acid. That was cinnamaldehyde. This is cinnamic acid. So this is 3-phenyl prop 2-enoic acid. And 2E, this I have already explained. Now see how many carbon atoms in straight chain. CS2 16, CS3 means C17, S35. All straight chain, then ultimately terminal carbon is carboxylic acid. So this is called stearic acid. That is octadecanoic acid. Palmitic acid is C15S31COH. Hexadecanoic acid. Arachidic acid C19S39COH. You will know all these acids which are derived from fats and oils by the hydrolysis of fats and oils. You know about it. Dicarboxylic acids, let us know. This is oxalic acid. Ethane dioic acid is famously called oxalic. Then its elder brother will be malonic. These are the homologous series. This is malonic acid. Then 2 intervening CS2, butane dioic acid is succinic acid. Then 3CS2 glutaric acid, pentane dioic acid. Then 4CS2 hexane dioic acid or adipic acid. Then 5CS2, 7, it will be pimelic acid, heptane dioic acid. So I've given so much of information here. It will be a treasure for you. Then esters, alkyl alkanoate. So here, as per the acid, it will be et. For example, this will be methyl formate. We call it methyl methanoate. Methyl acetate, we call it methyl ethanoate. This is isopropyl acetate. We call it propan 2-ol ethanoate, which is famous. Isopropyl acetate ज़्यादा impress करेगा लोगों को या propan 2-ol ethanoate. Which one is more impressive? Yes, this one. This is sec-butyl. This CH3 is hanging on a carbon which is bearing 1 hydrogen atom. I have written in bracket parenthesis format. This is sec-butyl, and this is 1, 2, 3 for butyrate. We can call it butan-2-yl butanoate. This is ethyl 3-oxo 1, 2, 3 3-oxo butanoate. This is called ethyl acetoacetate because the corresponding acid, I think I forgot to tell you, acetoacetic acid somewhere I have missed out. In that file it is there, so I've deleted that file, but its corresponding ester is ethyl acetoacetate. You can call it ethyl 1, 2, 3 3-oxo butanoate. This is benzyl, you know, COO, single bond O के साथ benzyl is attached. This is benzyl acetate. This is ethyl benzoate. This is benzoic acid. This is ethyl benzoate, right? And this is a dicarboxylic acid. I have deleted that corresponding acid. Is called tartaric acid. 2,3-dihydroxy butane dioic acid is called tartaric acid, which is obtained from tamarind, right? So the corresponding salt, इस तरफ सोडियम है, इस तरफ पोटाशियम है, इसको बोलते हैं सोडियम पोटाशियम tartarate, or it is famously called Rosselli salt. You will know the application of Rosselli salt later. So amides, the first one is formamide, 1 carbon atom, methanamide, then acetamide, ethanamide, propionamide, propanamide, butyramide, butanamide, valeramide, pentanamide, caproamide, hexanamide. Similarly, acid chloride, acetyl chloride, ethanoyl chloride. This is called acetyl group, acetyl chloride. This is propionyl chloride. This is butyryl chloride, butanoyl chloride. This is valeryl chloride or pentanoyl chloride. This is caproyl chloride or hexanoyl chloride. Then anhydride. So it is symmetrical. This is acetic anhydride. Ethanoic anhydride is its IUPAC pin. This is this unsymmetrical. Ethanoic, propanoic, we call it acetic propionic anhydride in trivial language. Acetic propionic anhydride. We call it ethanoic propanoic anhydride. Okay? So we are almost at the end of our program. Don't worry. Alkyl cyanide or alkyl nitrile RCN. You can call it alkyl cyanide, methyl cyanide. But in IUPAC, this carbon will be counted 1, 2, so it will be ethane nitrile. But the most famous name is acetonitrile. Acetic acid से ये आया है, so this is called acetonitrile in IUPAC. The pin is acetonitrile. But you can write ethane nitrile according to the systematic naming. But acetonitrile they have adopted as the pin. And the non-systematic name is methyl cyanide. While you address as alkyl cyanide, the cyanide carbon will not be counted. Similarly, this is ethyl cyanide, but propane nitrile or propionitrile. This is N-propyl cyanide because there is another isopropyl. This is N-propyl cyanide or butane nitrile or butyronitrile, right? But this is isopropyl cyanide. This is 1, 2, 3. 2-methyl propane nitrile. This is tert-butyl cyanide. How simple, you know, once you know the group, you can put any other functional group and call it tert-butyl alcohol, tert-butyl cyanide, tert-butyl bromide, and so on. Tert-butyl acetate, and so on. Tert-butyl cyanide. That is 2, if you expand them, you will find 2,2-dimethyl propane nitrile. Now, amines, you know, there are 3 types of amines. Like amides also, there are 3 types. Amines are also of 3 types. 1 degree RNH2, 2 degree RNHR dash, and 3 degree RNR dash double dash. There is only 1 nitrogen, no hydrogen, 1 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen, because the valency of nitrogen is 3, as you know. This we call alkyl amine. This we call alkyl amine, or if the 2 are same, it is dialkyl amine. And here alkyl amine, or if 2 are same and the third is different, then dialkyl amine. And by chance if all the 3 are same, then trialkyl amine. Similarly, the examples let us take up. This is methylamine. We call it methanamine. This is ethylamine, ethanamine. This is N-propylamine, propan 1-amine. From 3 carbon atoms you have to number, because there can be a propan 2-amine, what we call isopropylamine, which is propyl 2-amine, right? So this is what 2-degree amine, alkyl alkyne. In this side this is tert-butyl, this side methyl, tert-butyl, methyl amine. So you can name them according to IUPAC. This will be N and 1, 2, 3. N2-dimethyl propan 2-amine. I think you are quite proficient in naming by IUPAC method. Therefore, I have not numbered them. Then this is diisobutyl amine. This is isobutyl because iso means the terminal, there will be isopropyl part. And then one more carbon. So this is isobutyl, this is isobutyl, diisobutyl amine. How to name it? One part is same as the other part. So N, 1, 2, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 2-methyl propyl. And this is 1, 2, 3, 2-methyl. So 2-methyl and N, 2-methyl propyl, propan 1-amine, 1, 2, 3, propan 1-amine. This is trimethylamine. We can call it NN-dimethyl methanamine, right? So trivial system makes the naming of small compounds, simple compounds, छोटे छोटे जो compounds होते हैं, इसका naming इतना ज़्यादा आसान कर देता है तो बच्चों को याद रखने में बहुत आसानी होता है. ठीक है. Now this is sec-butyl, ethyl, methyl amine. This is a tertiary amine, 3 degree, just like this. One is sec-butyl, you attach nitrogen, एक तरफ sec-butyl अटैच करोगे, दूसरी तरफ ethyl, तीसरी तरफ methyl. So sec-butyl, ethyl amine. That's very simple. But if you name in IUPAC, it will be bit time taking. Have to find the longest part. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2. This is 2-amine. So N-ethyl, N-methyl, butan, 2-amine. Right? So is it going well? Now almost the last. Keep patience for some time. And I will be declaring the end of the nomenclature program. And then we will be ready for isomerism. First structural, then stereo. Now, naming substituted compounds having carbon-bearing groups, the alpha, beta, gamma system. Now, the adjacent carbon with respect to a carbon-bearing groups like aldehyde. Keto is okay, but it is for theoretical purpose. But for naming purpose, the terminal carbon-bearing groups, aldehyde, carboxylic acid, ester, amide, acid chloride. The adjacent carbon is called alpha. For example, this is the functional group and the adjacent carbon is called alpha. This is beta, gamma, delta, epsilon. So, since we are only restricted to simple compounds up to valeric acid and all that, so gamma delta is enough. Caproic acid also, 6 carbon. So, alpha. I'll tell supposing beta hydroxy, alpha methyl butyric acid. How to name it? So, draw butyric acid and then put a methyl group at the alpha position, put a OH group at the beta position and then give the required number of hydrogen atoms. And if you are cheating with a line skeletal structure, no need, right? So, this becomes, and the IUPAC will be 3, 1 because this will be numbered 1, not alpha. This is alpha according to old system, I mean the non-systematic, semi-systematic. So 1, 2, 3. 3 hydroxy, 2 methyl butanoic acid. But we call it, this is beta hydroxy, alpha methyl butyric acid. Similarly, this is alpha amino propionic acid. And this is called alanine, one of the natural amino acid obtained from proteins. You know about that later. This is 2-aminopropanoic acid. And this is alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon. So epsilon amino caproic acid. 6 carbon means caproic acid. 6 amino hexanoic acid. Right? Now this is the end of our program. Believe me, I have left out more than 30-40% of the information, giving so many other common compounds either non-systematic or semi-systematic names. You go through both the files. This file which I am using, this file which I have already used, I will be giving you, as well as the file which is the main file, the source of information, where you will get so many practice questions. आपको मिलेगा बहुत सारे प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चन, एंड इसका आंसर भी मिलेगा. तो सेल्फ हेल्प के जरिए आपको ये ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री मेरे साथ आप रहिए. और नीडलेस टू से दैट यू have definitely subscribed to my channel, and also if you have in fact getting the right kind of information and you are quite excited about it, why not you put the like button. Bye bye, see you in the next video that will be on isomerism, that is structural isomerism first. Bye. Bye bye.